What's up, YouTube? It is dusk. Here's my video where I'm going to continue covering the cards I have yet to cover for Dragonstrike Infernus. As I said with the last video, I am basing these on Civilization. And this second video is for Water. We got 8 cards that I didn't get to cover last time. So let's start with Coral Claw. A level 4 Trench Hunter with 3,000 power, blocker, and guard. Its other ability is Memory Strands, where when this creature is banished, you may draw a card. I see use in it, and a couple people at the Dragonstrike Infernus event definitely saw some use in it. But beyond that preview event, I'm still curious as to how much play this will see, because outside of what's it called, the level 2 3,000 blockers and Star Lantern, 3,000 is not the most common power for a blocker. While I realize that doesn't really matter, and this draw effect is useful, I mean, you're still losing a card just for the sake of a draw. There are better draw methods in Water. Next up is one of the Tsunami Dragons I've yet to cover in the channel, Dragon of Reflections. And this is one of the many reasons that I believe if you have not used or encountered a Water Light deck yet, with this set, you're going to. There's no way you're not going. You're probably not playing that often if you're not going to be encountering a Water Light deck with stuff like this going on. Level 7, Tsunami Dragon, 7,000 power Double Breaker. Pretty solid so far. Shield Shift. When this creature enters the battle zone, you may choose one of your shields and put it into your hand. If you do, put a card from your hand into your shield zone face down as a new shield. This is what, what's that thing? Recharge, is it Recharge or Soul Recharge? The level 4 light spell that lets you take the top card of your deck into shields. This is what that should have been. But yeah, if you have Nyx out to make this thing cheaper anyway, you're going to draw cards upon its summon to help get whatever you're trying to put into your shields. And if, like I said, this is in a Water Light deck, you know what shield you're trying to put in there. It's gonna be a Storm Spark, if anything else. Which will mean the enemy will either A, wait to break that shield last, or B, break it first and get it out of the way, which could yield great benefits for you if you decide to bluff them. And in the meantime, a 7,000 Double Breaker, always good to have around. Moving on to an evolution, Emperor Dendrite, a level 5 Cyberlord evolution with 6,000 power and Double Breaker. Here's a fact I'm having kind of mixed feelings on, because here's how Hydrojet works. When this creature enters the battle zone, you may return target creature that is level 5 or less from the battle zone to its owner's hand. The reason I personally find this off is because evolution creatures are supposed to be much more powerful than creatures of their given level should ever be. And we already have 2 cards that are level 4 who can send we don't care what creature it is to the owner's hand. So I'm wondering why the level limit is put on this one. But moving on to a Cyber Virus. Eye of the Tides, level 2, 1,000 power. Not much. I mean, in all reality, until we get a Cyber Virus evolution, this is just a cooler looking Aqua Soldier in my opinion. No big deal there. Next up, we got Logos Lookout, a level 3 Cyber Lord with 2,000 power. His effect is Sneak a Peek. When this creature enters the battle zone, look at the top card of your deck. You may put that card on the bottom of your deck. Now it says you may, so you can keep it up top if you want. I think it's called... Oh, shoot. No, I'm not even going to try to reference Vanguard cards because I don't know most of them by heart. But I do know that in Vanguard there's some card from the Oracle Think Tank clan that basically has this effect. Moving on to another cyber virus, a Mana Warden. Level 4 blocker with guard and 4,000 power. His effect is Clone Swarm. When this creature is banished, you may put a creature named Mana Warden from your hand into the battle zone. Now, I personally liked that new Dracon evolution that lets you do something like this because, one, you're not narrowing your chances of said card being in the deck by playing the card since it's of a different name, and two, well, just that, you're probably going to have more cards in the deck, not the hand. Now, it is water, so you could easily draw into the clone that you're putting down, but I've always had mixed issues with water, so what am I saying? Still pretty good for a level 4 4,000 blocker that can replace itself. That deserves merit nonetheless. We got a new Leviathan, Queen Taniwa. A level 6 blocker with 4,000 power. This one doesn't have guard, so that's a bonus. Its ability is Submerge. When this creature will be banished, return it to your hand. Now, in my experience, I've not seen that effect be used as much as it probably should. But, hey, if we get enough cards like that, it'll only be a matter of time before there's a deck where you're never going to get rid of their cards. They're just going to keep returning to their hand. The last card on our list for water in the Dragonstrike Infernus set is this, Trial and Error. A level 5 Shield Blast that lets you draw 3 cards, then discard a card. I see the merit of drawing 3 cards as there is your average draw effects from water don't really let you draw more than 2 unless you're chancing a deck out with things like Thought Probe. But then you have to discard a card, which drops it back to a more expensive version of Logo Scan and Spy Mission. So I'll let you guys comment on this one. That's all I got for this video. I'm going to start recording my Darkness video next for the Dragonstrike Infernus set. I will see you guys in a bit. Later.